Okay, so I calculated the line. G5 takes on C3, I take. Takes on F5, I take back. Queen E7, King F2, Rook E8, Queen D2, Knight E5, B3. I can afford to play B3 because he doesn't have the dark squared bishop. And one other candidate line was G5. Bishop takes C3, B takes C3. Bishop takes F5, E takes F5. Queen E7, King F2, Rook E8, Queen D2, Queen E5. Threatening the F5 pawn, but then just Bishop D3. And Knight E5 is not available because his queen occupies that square. So G5. And G5, Bishop takes F5, I take on F6. Queen takes F6, Bishop takes F5, I'm up a piece, I don't see enough counterplay. Okay, so let's do it. He takes, I'm forced to capture. I'm forced to capture here if he does that. Maybe I shouldn't pre-move in a classical game. Yeah, and now what's his intention? Rook E8. Now the position has clarified. His knight on B6 is kind of missing some crucial squares. Yeah, I thought just King F2 here. Preventing like Queen E5, now he doesn't have the G3 check. Maybe I played that too quickly. I should have made the last minute blunder check there. Because now if I'm blundering anything, there's no coming back. Oh, the entire line is incorrect. Oh shoot. I don't have B3. I took with the friggin' B pawn. I can't play B3. That's a problem, to say the least. I guess I have... Yeah, but he has C5 eventually. I'm very underdeveloped. So like Rook E8, Queen D2, Knight E5. He's threatening Knight C4, which is really annoying. So I was thinking Queen D4, but maybe he has C5 there. Then Queen F4. Seems like I'm kind of holding on. But he can probably play Knight C4 anyway in that line, because if takes twice, he takes on E3. Yeah. Yeah, maybe I was too quick to enter this line. Just remove Zen mode a bit for you guys to see, and then we go back to Zen mode. It's a very crucial decision. So I just did this video because I was verbalizing my thoughts anyway, and I thought I could... I'm starting not to be even able to play online without verbalizing my thoughts. Maybe I'm recording or streaming too much. In Blitz not so frequently, but in Classical I'm like, I don't know. This game specifically I was very keen on verbalizing my thoughts. So anyway, I might close off this recording if I feel the game is going way out of hand. And it kind of is, to be honest. Now something I could consider, you know, actually, If rook e8, maybe I could consider bishop f4. Yeah, I really like bishop f4. Okay, he plays this. Yeah, clearly he's attacking f5, so I can't just give him the pawn. So queen d3 is obviously the first option that comes to mind. Then he has knight d5, then bishop d2. What's that position like? I have no clue. And bishop d4 would be a nice move, but I think he simply takes on f5. Or does he? Do I have bishop d3 there maybe? And what's that position like? Yeah, maybe I could consider sacrificing the f5 pawn. It's not an easy decision to make though, because the remaining pawns are... I'm even considering c4 here. Now the thing about king f2 is that it prevented king g3, queen g3, so that's a good thing. Queen d2 I still lose, f5 obviously, not something I really want. Yeah, queen d3, what's the downside of queen d3? Knight d5 I guess. But knight d5 just bishop d2, and all squares are protected actually. But then maybe he can move the queen and start threatening, for example... yeah, they never have these attacking ideas on the king's side with the pawns, because I open up on my king. Now the nice thing about this pawn is that it's controlling the knight very well, this knight. But knight e5 worries me greatly. If a knight comes to c4, I'm screwed, to say the least. If queen d3, rook e8, what am I playing? Bishop h3 maybe? Or is that a very wrong square for the bishop because of knight c4? If I have to play bishop e2 though, I don't know. Doesn't seem very good then. It's not an easy decision for him, because you have queen d3, rook e8. I was thinking f4. Okay, small intermission there. He's still playing quite quickly and I'm getting worried. His knights are still very annoying. After rook e8, or rook f8 rather, I was considering f4. If the queen comes to e4, I have a really nice bishop g2. But the thing is, and queen d5 have bishop g2. But the thing that's annoying me now is queen e7. But then I thought rook e1, and his queen doesn't like, usually in these situations, for example, if he goes here, you have to be afraid. So if you play rook e1, he can probably take on a2. But this is not available, obviously, here, after queen e7. So I was thinking f4, queen e7. After f4, there aren't any other squares for the queen. Obviously, taking on e3 is just an exchange sacrifice that doesn't work at all, because also I'm controlling all his squares for the knight. So after f4, rook e1, I start to like my position again, because I deny knight e5, and this queen is kind of questionably placed. And if I can play bishop g2, my rooks come in the game, I'm really happy. So I think f4, unless let's do a last minute blunder check before we even press on f4. So queen d5, bishop g2. Don't think I'm missing anything there. If he takes, obviously he fixes my pawn structure, and then I have an amazing pawn structure. f4, obviously my bishop is protecting it. Queen e7, I said I'd play rook e1. And but my point of rook e1, the point of rook e1 is that Because if, let's say, f4, queen e7, I play bishop g2, knight c4, I take on c4, he takes on e3. But rook e1 prevents that, so I think we can safely go f4. And if queen e4, again, bishop g2, and my pawn structure shall be fixed eventually. So yeah, I think queen e7 will come relatively quickly considering the previous pace of play. Yeah, looks good. Queen a5 is a move that I didn't consider as deeply as I should, I guess. But I mean, that's sidelining the queen too much. Endgames favor me, by the way. Or I'm rather sure they do. Look, in endgames, I can probably afford to play this h4 g6 idea. h5 g6 idea. The thing I don't like about my position is king safety. Now, it is rather safe, but you funny word. I'm glad I got white against him. He plays the English and the close Sicilian. Both openings, sometimes I score very well against, sometimes I score very badly against, but that's not the point. I just don't enjoy playing against them. Not my cup of tea, to be honest, as black. It's funny though, sometimes I score really well against them, even though I really don't enjoy the games. Well, chess is enjoyable always, but I don't enjoy them as much as other games. Like this game, it's very fun to play with your king on f2. It gets your heart rate up, but it's fun to play. Yeah. Maybe I can briefly... never mind. So queen e7, rook e1. Hopefully he at least gets within 3 minutes of my time. I don't know why, 20 minutes is a lot of time, but when you get in this calculating phase of the game, or rather all classical chess is calculation, I mean, okay, not all, but you know what I'm saying. I'm wasting too much time doing this these comments, but yeah. Yeah, so I think, to be honest, this recording is an advantage, because I was expressing my thoughts anyway, and actually speaking kind of keeps me focused on the game. Yeah, so he only has 2 squares. Okay, 3 squares with queen a5. Wait, I forgot queen e4. Yeah, 4 squares. Against 2 of them I'm playing bishop g2. Against 1 of them I'm playing rook e1. And against queen a5 I don't really know. I might play queen b5 and just... No, that would be really stupid. Let's not do that. Queen b5 would be something else there. Yeah, if queen a5 I can't play queen b5 because he takes on c3. Okie dokie. What then? To be honest, I was considering queen a5, queen b5, queen takes c3, bishop d3, but then maybe knight b4. Not too nice, I think. Knight b4 attacking d3 and c2. Could do without that. And I don't have like queen c4 because his knight on b6 is protecting. Yeah, actually queen a5 I kind of underestimated. But still, after bishop g2, like how is he developing his pieces? If I can just start trading, every time I think of queen a5, there's some friggin' problem. Yeah, because queen a5, bishop g2, and if I have the plan of playing, let's say, rook e1, he can take on a2 if I move the a rook, and if I move the h rook, first of all, I no longer, or rather the plan of h5 h6 is diminished, and if I play it to e1 anyway, and the trade happens on the e file, and I take with my a rook, again a2 is hanging. Especially in this structure, because my pawns are doubled, his a pawn gets really going quite fast. So okay, but still, queen a5, bishop g2. I probably have h5 h6 ideas, or h5 f6 ideas. Yeah, h5 h6 I don't like because of g6, and then if I want to open up the position by playing f5, let's say, I kind of feel I'm opening it up more on myself rather than him. Yeah, so I need to find a plan to attack on the king side, even though that's not really necessary. But I have a question. It's that he does play queen a5. Alright. Yeah, annoying. Actually, I think bishop g2 is necessary. I can't really debate it much, because he has knight d5. Knight d5 is very annoying to see. Now I could potentially play bishop d2, and maybe knight d5 really doesn't do anything, but somehow that doesn't sit well with me. Something that I like after bishop g2, for example, if he tries to double with rook e7, I have maybe f6, though then he has rook e6, but then I play f5 with the other pawn. Then he gets access to e square. So maybe then bishop h3. Yeah. And otherwise, what's he doing with his pieces? I'm not seeing it. Probably bishop g2. Hopefully I'm not blundering anything. Now my bishops have excellent scope, by the way. He could consider d5. I did of course consider d5, I just didn't say it, but maybe I underestimated it, because knight c4 comes in a hurry, and if bishop d4, maybe that's not the position I really want. Yeah, so I already need to start thinking of ideas on the king side. Zen mode is fun, because honestly, in classical it's really stressful to play with your opponent's rating or his name. I don't know, I just find it too distracting as well. I'm easily distracted, as you can tell. So, what's the move that's really has me worried? It's definitely d5. And d5 like firmly grasps the e4 square, though the knight will take ages to get to a square that it can access e4 from. Such squares include d6 and f6. f6 of course is never going to happen, but d6 might be a possibility. But how is he going to do that? Like, is he going to play d5, knight c8, knight d6, knight e4? That's, I would have checkmated him by then. Finally, wow, he's down on time. Awesome. Okay, there's a 15-second increment, so if he doesn't make a move in the next 5 seconds, I'll finally be up on time. And that's it, I'm up on time. So whatever move he plays now, I'm going to be up on time. But yeah, that's not really what we're playing for. 18 minutes is a lot. And the position, I wouldn't say it's like highly critical, but it's probably it is, because if my kingside attack starts rolling, he's just losing. Now the question still remains, and I haven't answered that yet. How do I get my kingside rolling? Let me just get a sip of the waters. I don't know why, as the game progresses, I keep thinking of doing more distracting things. Though, as I said, this isn't really distracting. I like this. But I'm even now considering adding the camera. But no, let's stay like this. If I keep doing things under time pressure, I'm going to blunder and be very mad at myself. For now, this verbalization is helping calm me down a bit. Yeah, still haven't answered the kingside attack thing. Is it f6? It might be. I have an idea. It's f6, h5 then. Yeah, that makes a whole load of sense, actually. Followed by the knight here. Alright, that's a move I completely failed to consider. Wow, that seems like a very annoying move. Huh. Yeah, that's quite annoying. Now obviously he's dropping b7. I guess he's taking Yeah, bishop takes b7. I guess he's playing knight takes f5. Okay, obviously I have f6, but he's playing knight d5 then. And if I play bishop d4 there, he plays knight takes f4. And then e2 is a very sensitive square. If I play bishop takes b6, he's playing queen takes b6 check. Maybe that's still alright, but I probably don't want to enter into that. And obviously he's attacking f5, so just can't not do anything about that. Yeah, queen a5 was more annoying than I thought. He might even take with the queen. No, if he takes with the queen, I probably take b7. And I'm at least equal there, right? And anytime he plays knight d5, I have like bishop d2. Really annoying to see. If f6, knight d5. Yeah. Wait, what am I talking about? Knight d5 doesn't allow him access to the e2 square. Oh my god. So f6, knight d5, bishop d2. He doesn't have rook e2 check. Yeah, then that should be acceptable, no? f6. f6, could he take once? Is that even possible? Ah, now I see it. f6, knight f5, bishop d2. He has queen c5 check. And maybe I can go to f1 there. because I don't have queen d4 because he can take with his knight, but yeah, going to f1 is not something I want to do. Bishop h3 I could maybe consider, but then I feel kind of stupid because why did I play bishop g2? Probably should have played bishop g3 then, but I didn't want to see knight d5. But maybe I should have realized that it's coming anyway, so I should have played bishop h3. Because knight e7, he's getting two knights on d5 now instead of one. Four is interesting actually. Yeah, but he also, it's not too unsafe, but there are always tactics. So c4, knight takes f5, bishop d2, there's queen c5 check. And GG. Bishop e4, I could consider, but he just has knight d5. Actually, it's not so silly. What was I afraid of? I'm afraid of knight f5 more than knight d5. So bishop e4, bishop e4, knight d5, bishop d2. Is that really dangerous? Huh, I don't think so actually. Guess I might have to play it. It looks very flimsy on that square though. Like a tactic might happen. Bishop e4, knight d5. I know I'm thinking now talking is hurting me more than it's helping. Because I'm starting to explain moves the point isn't 4, knight d5, bishop d2, Queen c5, king g3. Does he have d5 at some point? I guess he does. Oh, that's disgusting. Bishop h3, knight d5. Bishop d2, queen c5 check. I was thinking king g3, but then... No, he doesn't have that. What am I talking about? I was thinking rook e3 check, but no, he doesn't have that. Then maybe knight e3. Knight e3, where is the knight coming to? Don't friggin' know. I have to play something. My hope is that I'm not missing anything. All we can hope for these days. Looks very dangerous what I'm doing. I'm thinking maybe my king finds safety here. Behind the nice castle of pawns. That would be funny. Yeah, I'm debating closing off this recording. Don't mind me if I don't talk enough, because it's a really cool. Queen c5 check. I could play queen d4, by the way. Yeah, why am I not playing queen d4? Is it really necessary to go to g3? He might have knight c4 stuff. Ah, he might have knight c4 anyway. Yuck. Okay, but it's better if he's going to play knight c4, it's better to trade off the queens. Unless he has a tactic. He doesn't have. I started to think about knight e4. That's not a legal move, my friend. Let's try to trade queens. Knight c4. And he comes with one knight to e3. It is annoying. Can't deny that. So maybe king g3. Yeah, I didn't see knight c4, obviously. Maybe king g3, knight c4, just rook e1. Then I'm dropping a pawn probably. King g3, knight c4, rook e1, takes d2. And it seems like I'm dropping a pawn. And not an optimal position. Yeah. I didn't play this optimally. Queen d4, knight c4. I take on c5. And if I play bishop c1, he's playing knight e3. And c2 is attacked. And how do I defend that? I do not. Actually, more than c2 is attacked. Wow, I'm probably losing a pawn. And the attack isn't happening. What the frick did I do wrong here? Maybe bishop h3 was just really friggin' silly, huh? Yeah, it gave up far too many squares. I probably should have played bishop e4. Then I would have had pressure on the d5 knight. He wouldn't have had knight c4. And I would have had f6 ideas intending taking on h7. Frig. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think I can play queen d4. But knight c4. How about king g3, knight c4, bishop c1? I'm not getting forked. And if he plays a knight to e3, I think I have everything sufficiently covered. Kind of. Yeah, let's go king g3. I don't see how it immediately loses, so I'll do it. Obviously, this doesn't make a nice impression. Yeah, knight c4. I was thinking bishop c3 here. Ah, another thing I missed. Yeah. And I can't play bishop e1, that would drop the thingamajig. I can't lose the bishop because... Yeah, what I didn't notice is that after knight e c3 he is attacking c3. He is defending c4, so I can't play c4. Which is ridiculous. To not have considered that sufficiently. Look, the endgames might not be too bad. Now a draw isn't really good for my tournament standing, but better than losing. Yeah, let's go back and hope for the best. He'll play one knight to c3, which one I do not know. And then magic starts to happen. What kind of match? I'm completely losing. Can't even play bishop g2 because his knight on e3 protects that. At least my bishop protects f5. Yeah, and I'm way low on time. So knight c e3. He's attacking c3. Maybe I have rook e1. But then he plays knight f5 check. And it's game over. So I can't do that. Pathetic. Shoot. Thought I had a great position. Queen a5. Yeah, when your position is bad, I psychologically prepare myself for defeat because I don't want it to be tough on me, psychologically speaking. That's not a good attitude because you might think it would decrease your fighting spirit or your in-game belief in yourself, but no, it shouldn't. You should keep fighting and all of that, but don't delude yourself. Just keep it in the back of your mind so that if it happens, you're not too mad or angry with yourself. Because losses in classical really annoy me. Especially when you have a good position, because you spend a lot of time on a classical game. I've already spent an hour and 22 minutes. Yeah, he's going to play knight c3. And I cry afterward. I thought I had c4, but he just takes. I'm thinking of maybe playing rook b1 after knight c3. Rook e1 unfortunately fails to knight f5. Check. Knight takes f5 check, and he wins the thingamajig on e1. Uncomfy. Oh. A glimmer of hope. That's... Oh, shoot. Oh, come on, that's so unfair. Knight c3, bishop d2, which is a move that took me ages to see. But unfortunately, there's knight takes f4, king takes f4, queen e5 check, king f3, queen g3 checkmate. Wait, no, it's not checkmate. I still have the e2 square. But then he has a discovery. Or does he? Huh. Maybe he doesn't. Wow, that's a really difficult line to calculate and I don't have time. Knight c3, bishop d2, knight takes f4, king takes f4. Queen e5 check. King f3, queen g3 check, king e2. Then my queen is kind of lined up with his. Where does he move his knight to? To any square I can just go king d1. Maybe he plays to c3, then king d2. They should be escaping. Wow, that's difficult. And also after queen e5 check, king g4, queen g3 check, maybe I have even king h5. However crazy it may seem. Nah, that's just losing after g6, because king h6, there's queen takes h4, checkmate, yeah. Yeah, so after queen g4 I have to play king f2. He goes with this knight. Yeah, this is the knight I was considering. Offers a draw. Of course I'm going to take the draw. But let me do something off stream. I need to check the standings. Yeah, so we need to accept the draw. I'm going to lose otherwise. Sad. I noticed if bishop d2 takes on f4 takes, queen e5, king f3, queen g3, king e2. He has knight takes c2 with check and he picks up my queen. Yuck. So what in the world am I going to play? Rook e1 we've agreed loses. I really don't have a move actually. Half. So you get 6 points. Has 5.5 and there's no way he's going to win. So at most he could draw and probably his Buchholz is better, so if I give him a draw he wins the tournament. And I probably finish 4th or 5th. Yeah, but there's absolutely no way, because I'm losing after bishop d2. Mad. Maddening and saddening. I was even considering king f2 there for a brief moment, but that's insane. Yeah, I mean, just playing like a crazy maniac and losing is definitely worse. I could consider queen d4 now. Try to play on. No, that's at most a draw. Let's accept the draw. Let's analyze the game. Yeah, that's not a draw at the end. That's not a draw at the end. Yeah, -2, obviously. I was only equal here. I should have played f6. Alright, wow, this is all bad. Oh my god, that's so sad. I thought I was better. I should take with the queen apparently, because this allows d5. I thought after d5 I had this. And this line. This was something I looked at. Let's see what the engine has to say. e5. There's c5. Rook e8. Okay, c5. Yeah, because he didn't move his queen. Another line he used to. Yeah, okay. Here simply queen d2. I didn't like this. I didn't like this at all. Bishop e2. Wait, why didn't I like this? Wait, am I? Hold on. Yeah, I didn't like this because of this. I guess the engine doesn't care. It doesn't. Yeah, it's when you get this position on the board, it's easy to see why this is alright, but frig. Yeah, my entire concept here was stupid, to say the least. Queen d2, I was afraid of knight e5, yes. And also, of course, of taking. Takes and check. Okay, maybe it's not enough here. And what about this? I castle? Yeah, no friggin' way I'm playing that. The engine is at a low depth. Let's give it some time. I wonder if the stream is becoming choppy here. Well, I don't have the camera on, so I should show you the entire board, huh? Yeah, unfortunately when I stream it uses too much of my CPU power, so it doesn't get to a good depth. Okay, apparently castles is a thing. And if takes, you play here. And if takes, you take here. And if the bishop goes here, you just play this. Alright. So here, yeah, queen e5 I didn't feel was very accurate. Apparently there is a move better than f4. No, it's f4. Queen a5. Maybe bishop g2 wasn't the best. No, it is good. Should have played f6. I was afraid of knight f5. Just rook h1. Difficult for a human to play this way. Yeah, this is not easy for a human to do. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I doubt I would have held the draw, by the way. To be honest. Let's check the line I was calculating. Yeah, I'm... How can I calculate these things? I really need to practice calculation from Agard's book. I visualized this queen being on g3. Are you friggin' kidding me? Alright. Yeah, they've played the queen. Or rook e7. Yeah, my opponent is rated 2100 FIDE, so I've beaten him in classical, actually, and a very similar Philidor, but he is improved بالline obviously.